Surat al-Mursalat, those sent forth. It revealed in Makkah city. It has 50 verses. Part number 29, Surah number 77. I seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from accursed shaitan devil in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. By the winds or the angels or the messengers of Allah sent forth one after another, and by the winds that blow violently, and by the winds that scatter clouds and rain, and by the verses of the Quran that separate the right from the wrong, and by the angels that bring the revelation to the messengers, to cut off all excuses or to warn. Surely what you are promised must come to pass. Then when the stars lost their lights, and when the heaven is cleft asunder, and when the mountains are blown away, and when the messengers are gathered to their time appointed, for that day are these signs postponed, for the day of sorting out the men of paradise from the men destined for hell. And what will explain to you what is the day of sorting out? Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. Did we not destroy the ancients? So shall we make later generations to follow them. Thus do we deal with the mujrimeen, polytheists, disbelievers, sinners, criminals. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. Did we not create you from a despised water, semen? Then we placed it in a place of safety warm, for a known period determined by gestation. So we did measure, and we are the best to measure the things. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. Have we not made the earth a respectable for the living and the dead, and have placed therein firm and tall mountain, and have given you to drink sweet water? Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. It will be said to the disbelievers, depart you to that which you used to deny. Depart you to a shadow of hellfire, smoke ascending in 3 columns, neither shady nor of any use against the fire's flame of the fire. Verily it hell throws sparks huge as al-Qasr, a fort or a huge log of wood, as if they were yellow camels or bundles of ropes. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. That will be a day when they shall not speak during some part of it, and they will not be permitted to put forth any excuse. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. That will be a day of decision. We have brought you and the men of old together. So if you have a plot, use it against me, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. Verily the muttaqeen, the pious, shall be amidst shades and springs, and fruits such as they desire. Eat and drink comfortably for that which you used to do. Verily thus we reward the muhsaneen, good doers. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection. O you who disbeliever, eat and enjoy yourselves in this worldly life for a little while. Verily you are mujrimeen, polytheists, disbelievers, sinners, criminals. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection, and when it is said to them, bow down yourself in prayer, they bow not down, offer not their prayers. Vow that day to the deniers of the day of resurrection, then in what statement after this the Quran will they believe?